Yo, check this out. This Mase, newest and youngest member of Bad Boy. I'm young, I'm pretty, I hit hard, I'm in the best shape of my life. Don't nobody want to challenge me right now. So when you think of Mase, you think of Harlem World, think it's not a game. Harlem World, double up.
He want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts. You need more proof? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. You're not signing, because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. You know who to play with, me.
Oh, I know you're on the Bad Boy tour, and it's been incredible. The write-ups have just been so incredible about it. Why do you think that Bad Boys had so much popularity with everybody?
Because we just have a superstar cast and everybody come out and get their best.
Okay.
And nobody acts stuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And we style by Groovy Lou.
All right, all right. Now, you know, everybody loves Bad Boy, but you know, there are a lot of girls out there that like you too. So why do you think that the ladies are like really feeling Mase?
I don't know, I guess my voice. I just talk real slow.
In a surprise and revealing move, Mase has spoken out about his encounters with Diddy, describing how he managed to remove himself from what he regards as a highly disturbing scenario. This disclosure comes at a particularly charged time for Diddy, who is currently under intense scrutiny due to a slew of recent allegations and controversies. With the pressure mounting and accusations piling up against the music mogul, Mase's account offers a new and personal perspective on the situation. His story delves into the nuances of his connection with Diddy, bringing light on the hurdles he experienced while negotiating his way out of what he believed was a dysfunctional and potentially risky situation, as Diddy finds himself more in the limelight and dealing with different legal and public difficulties. Mase's revelations give a crucial insight into the wider narrative of Diddy's troubles. It's evident that the developing narrative has many dimensions, and Mase's experiences provide a critical piece to the picture, illustrating the behind-the-scenes struggles and dynamics at play. Macha and Diddy were undoubtedly one of hip-hop's most legendary duos in the 1990s. Diddy was then known as Puff Daddy, was making waves as a renowned producer and label owner, while Mase was the 19-year-old rising star from Harlem, bringing his youthful charisma and raw talent to the scene. They were the hottest pair in the industry, and their success seemed almost surreal. Imagine being 26 and 19 years old and riding that wave of fame and success. It must have felt incredible, like living in a dream. They both expressed their gratitude for their achievements, often reflecting on how blessed they felt. They were constantly aware of how work and faith had led them to such incredible heights during this era. Diddy and Mase were the epitome of smooth. They dominated the hip-hop world, and their partnership was nothing short of legendary. Their flashy outfits, coordinated looks in their music videos, and their overall vibe made them the dynamic duo of the time, almost like hip-hop's version of Batman and Robin. But as we've seen, a lot has changed since those days. Fast forward to 2024, and the landscape of their relationship and careers is vastly different. The duo that once set trends and ruled the chart now finds themselves dealing with personal and professional dynamics, with new controversies and challenges reshaping their legacies. And you guys, you bet the hottest sky's going today how much that feels at 26 and 19 years old. I mean, we feel blessed. We, thank God for everything. We're constantly praying. We know that He's responsible for everything that has been blessed and granted to us. That's why we try to tell young kids that it's important to have God in your life. The story began to unfold in the late 90s, a time when both were shaping their futures in the world of hip-hop, before Mase teamed up with Diddy and joined Bad Boy Records. He was just a young guy from the streets of Harlem. He and his cousin Cameron, known as Killer Cam back then, were part of a group called Children of the Corn, alongside other notable rappers like Bloodshed McGruff, and the legendary Big L. Mase was carving out his place in the scene under the stage name Murder Mase. However, Murder Mare's career hit a snag in 1996. That's when Ma's twin sister, Stacey, played a pivotal role in changing his trajectory. She introduced him to Cuda Love, who was Biggie's road manager at the time. Cuda Love saw potential in Mase and took him to a rap convention in Atlanta, where Puff Daddy and Jermaine Dupri were also present. At that convention, Mase had one shot to impress Diddy with his freestyle at the Hard Rock Cafe. Determined not to waste this opportunity, Mase delivered a stand-up performance. By the time he finished, Diddy was so impressed that he gave Mase a contract on the spot, bringing him to Bad Boy Records. This signaled the beginning of what would become a famous bromance. He remarked on their friendship, adding how Diddy was the first person he met who viewed things in the same way he did. Huff was like the first person I ever met who saw things the exact same way. Mase said a lot of people thought I was overdoing it, that I worked too hard or wanted things too perfect. But to me, perfect is the right way, and I don't settle for anything less. It was amazing to find someone else who shared that drive and didn't settle either. Puff was like the first person I ever met that sees things the same exact way. Like a lot of people look at me like he's overdoing it. He worked too hard or wants things too perfect. I just want to me that perfect is the right way. And I don't settle for nothing. And it was just amazing to meet somebody else who doesn't settle like that. When Mase signed his $250,000 contract with Bad Boy Records, he was given a $50,000 advance, marking the beginning of a significant shift in his career. The label decided to rebrand him from Murder Mase to just Mase, aiming to make him more marketable and appealing to a broader audience. With this new identity, Mase quickly became a sensation. He was the quintessential ladies' man, charismatic with a charming smile and those signature dimples. His rap skills were undeniable, and his magnetic personality made him a standout figure in hip-hop. When I was growing up, I was like the good-hearted kid. I had my little devilish ways, but my mother used to always tell me my smile get me out of anything, and my eyes always appear like I'm innocent. Therefore, I got away with a lot of stuff. No matter who I'm interacting, as long as I smile, I get away with it. But this metamorphosis wasn't only about a new name. Bad Boy Records also revamped Mase's music and image. His gritty street stories and hardcore rap themes are gone. In their place came a more radio-friendly sound and lyrics tailored to a mainstream audience. His style evolved too, ditching the baggy pants and gangster look from his days with Children of the Corn for colorful and fashionable fashion items. Mase and Diddy also became known for their quirky, high-energy dance moves in their music videos. This shift in style and image was part of a broader strategy to position Mase as a polished, high-profile artist who could appeal to a wider demographic. The combination of his new look, updated music style, and undeniable charm helped solidify Mase's place as one of the era's most prominent and beloved figures in hip-hop. Mase quickly became Diddy's right-hand guy, effectively playing the role of Robin in Diddy's Batman. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they even coordinated their outfits, showcasing their tight partnership. This dynamic duo produced several hit records together, with one of their standout collaborations being the track Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down was a major hit, topping the Billboard Hot 100 and holding that place for an astounding 12 weeks. It was also certified 2 times platinum, confirming her as a bona fide star in the music industry's impact brew. Beyond just performing, he also played a crucial role behind the scenes. He wrote the majority of the material for Diddy's debut solo album No Way Out, which was a major success. With Biggie Smalls' tragic death in March 1997, the spotlight turned even more intensely on Mase as the new face of Bad Boy Records. There was a lot of pressure on him to fill the void left by Biggie. Adding to his rising prominence, Mase was featured on Biggie's second posthumous single, Mo Money Mo. Problems. This tune further reinforced his position in the limelight and proved that he was not just a sidekick, but a major role in the label's future with all eyes on him. Mase was ready to carry the torch for Bad Boy Records and continue its legacy of success with the buzz around Mase at an all-time high. It was time for him to unleash his first album, released in October 1997. Harlem World was a profoundly personal production for Mase. The title wasn't simply a salute to his background, but a tribute to everyone from Harlem who had contributed sacrifices and contributed to his journey. Mase wanted to honor those who had paved the way, big and small, and bring together the spirit of Harlem as a united family. The impact of Harlem World was immediate and powerful. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and sold an impressive 273,000 copies in its first week. Over time, it was achieved 4 times platinum status, a testament to its immense popularity and mass star power. The record's success didn't go unnoticed in the industry. It was also nominated for Best Rap Album at the Grammys. Mase's debut was more than simply a commercial smash. It identified him as a prominent and important musician in hip-hop. After this accomplishment, Mase went into business, creating his own label, All Out Records. This move signaled his growing influence in the music industry and his ambition to shape his career on his own terms. Mase was on a roll, and he wasn't just focused on his own success. As he established his label, All Out Records, he signed his group Harlem World as the first acts on his roster. This move was a way for Mase to boost his buddies and give back to his community. Harlem World featured a mix of talent, including Blinky Blink, Cardin Hugh, Sugar Jade Mino Lon, and even Ma's twin sister, Baby Stace. The group released their album, The Movement, in March 1999, and it quickly earned gold certification, a clear indicator that Mase was at the peak of his career. With his influence growing, he was gearing up to drop his second studio album, Double Up. During the promotional tour for Double Up, Mase made headlines for a different reason in a surprising interview with Funk Master Flex on Hot 97. Mase unleashed a bombshell that surprised both fans and the music business.
I got my man Mase on the phone. What's up, baby?
I'm chilling, Flex. I feel mad good.
I gotta let a fax today from Magic Johnson Music. It says Mase is retiring from the rap game.
On air, Mase said he was going away from music. I don't want to create no records, to rap on no records, or to run no record businesses. He said Flex was taken aback and questioned whether people would be disappointed, to which Mase responded, "If I'm outvoted, then I'm just outvoted." He drew a parallel between his decision and the messages of late rappers like Tupac and Biggie, suggesting that while they had similar thoughts, they didn't act on them in a dramatic twist. Mase revealed he was quitting rap to seek a new path as a pastor at the height of his career, with 2 hit albums under his belt and a quickly rising star. This move signified a drastic departure from hip-hop's limelight to an entirely new calling. Ma's choice to move away from his burgeoning rap career to become a preacher caught everyone by surprise, particularly considering his great popularity, known now as Preacher Mason. His career pivot was a radical departure from the spotlight to a more spiritual path. Before making the announcement to the world, Mase shared that Diddy was the first person he confided in about his decision. Reflecting on the conversation, Mase recalled, "I think Puff was the first person I told his reaction. I mean, he was actually really supportive. I thought he'd be the opposite. But he was like, if God told you to do that, you really need to do that. So yeah, he was supportive. That's how it's supposed to be."
Do you remember, like, who was the first person you told, like, I'm done with this?
I think Puff was the first person I told.
What was his reaction?
What did Puff say?
I mean, he was actually real supportive. I thought he would be the opposite, but he was like, if God told you to do that, you really need to do that.
Definitely.
Wow, all right. Supportive. That's what it's supposed to be like. Well, what?
Have you spoken to Puff lately? Do y'all talk or what?
Well, actually, we not really on speaking terms, but you know, I still pray for the dude, and I pray that all is well with him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, P. Diddy's supposed to be releasing a gospel album. What came to your mind when you heard that? What thoughts did you have?
Y'all want me to answer that?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, can RuPaul put out a gospel album?
But don't you think that everybody can express themselves?
Definitely.
And if
they can.
Despite this initial support, Mase subsequently said that he and Diddy were no longer on speaking terms. "We're not really on speaking terms, but you know, I still pray for the man, and I hope that everything is positive with him, Mase stated when questioned about Diddy's reported gospel album. Ma's response was frank. "You'll want me to respond," he said, hinting he had conflicting views about the issue. It's apparent that although their friendship may have frayed over time, Ma's move from hip-hop to pastoral life is an important and personal journey defined by both his religion and his changing ties. Within the music industry, the hostility between Mase and Diddy grew dramatically following Mase's transition to pastoral life. The two former collaborators began a very public feud, with accusations flying back and forth. Diddy, now known as Love, labeled Mase a fake pastor, while Mase struck back, accusing Diddy of being a thief and of slandering his name. Mase didn't hold back in his critiques. He called out Diddy for allegedly failing to pay his artists properly. He stated that despite his first album's multi-platinum success and his contributions to multiple hit tracks for Diddy, he only saw a fraction of what he was entitled to, he alleged. The Bad Boy Records label of systematically underpaying its artists, including Biggie. "He didn't want me to grow at anything and to anybody. Is that going to bother you? Yeah, especially if I'm producing the work." Mase said Puff would go out and party, and I would be in the studio writing the records, and then I'd just come back and say this is his part. I didn't get any respect. Like, he didn't want me to grow at anything and to anybody. Is that going to bother you? Yeah, especially if I'm producing the work. Yeah, that Puff would go. Out is running low. You want to. You need to run this hustle to try to find someone to blame. Diddy said, "Fight for your reputation." I'm going to fight for my reputation. I'm going to fight for the honorable man. I am the righteous king that I am. People have something called the tap out button. When you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you want to run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame. Chimed in and addressed his silence on Diddy's allegations, explaining, "I'm saving my takes for the documentary if you'll wondering how I feel it's coming shortly." Pause. The ex-Bad Boy artist didn't specify what or whose documentary he was alluding to, but one particular project recently was the subject of a massive bidding war. Fans think Mase is going to say something insane. One person wrote, "I've been saying this for a long time. Mase definitely knows more than we have heard because, after working with Diddy, he didn't just walk away from the music industry, he ran to God." Another added fact is that Mase left Bad Boy and the business as a whole in the 90s to purportedly become a preacher implies to me that a lot of nasty crap was going down. So what do you think? Comment down below and let us know if you enjoy this video. Click the subscribe button and press the bell symbol to be the first to watch my upcoming video. I give updates like this every week, in which I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.